Hello, everyone, and welcome to Word on the Street. My name is Cyrilda Summers McGee, and I'm the founder and CEO of Workplace Change. Word on the Street is where we talk about current events matters, and I give you my perspective on what's going on. So let's get to it. So there is a lot of research out there saying how hard it is to find CHROs, okay? If you are looking at LinkedIn at any point in time, you will see dozens and dozens and dozens of high-powered, high-paying chief human resources officers positions that are being recruited for actively. And as a recruitment firm here at Workplace Change, we are seeing the pool for talent ourselves. But one of the biggest challenges that's coming forward right now is the fact that there's a higher standard to becoming a chief human resources officer than there ever has been in the past. Beforehand, we were called personnel officers or, just generally HR. Oftentimes, we didn't get opportunity to be at the executive tables or to present into boards of directors, but that is all changing, right? The civil unrest, COVID-19, the great resignation, all of that has placed people and culture at the forefront and at the center of every executive table out there, which is where we always deserve to be. Okay. But more and more folks are saying we want people who are executive level, who understands the books, who understands people and culture, who can move us to the 22nd century. And there is a, kind of this urgency to find that talent. So what is it that folks are looking for? Here's what I want you to know. If you are considering becoming a chief human resources officer, if you're an HR director right now, and one day you want to be a CHRO, you want to make that $500,000 a year, that $750,000 a year. Here are some of the things you have to be prepared to demonstrate you have an aptitude to do. Number one, you need to be agile. Okay. If we've learned nothing over the past 3 years, it is that the workplace is ever changing. And sometimes it's changing on a dime overnight, and we have to be responsive and ready. No excuses. We have to know our stuff. So you have to be agile. And plus, the expectations of the workforce are changing every single day as well. Okay. Number two, you need to be open-minded when it comes to rules. Okay. And not saying like open-minded where one person gets one rule and someone else gets a totally different rule. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying being open to rewriting the rules, to advancing the rules, evolving the rules, okay? There are so many position-based human resources professionals out there who just double down on the rule, the manual, the ordinance or whatever it is. But that's not sufficient. Just because a rule was written in 1972 doesn't mean it's relevant today. And if you are standing firm on that rule because you don't have any other language to use for why this is the way in which you're conducting business, then you might be in the wrong business right now. Next up, diversity, equity, and inclusion is no longer an afterthought. If you cannot put it at the core of everything that you're doing, compensation, classification, recruitment, okay, employee relations, labor relations, benefits, training and development, if it's not at the core of all of those functions of human resources and you know how to administer it, then you might be outdated. They're going to be looking for something totally different, as they should. I would advise anyone to actually make sure that your HR professional knows how to embed DEI into all the people and culture practices that exist throughout the organization. Next up, you have to have an executive mindset, meaning you can't just, gloss over the books. You have to understand the business both in and out, understand the market, understanding which divisions are going to be growing, which ones are going to be contracting. You have to understand this, and no one's going to paint by numbers for you to get it. Okay. And then the last one I want to highlight here is that you also have to be comfortable with advocacy and not asking for permission. One of the primary reasons why people bring workplace change in to supercharge their human resources departments is because human resources for far too long has been asking permission. And if these, if the CFO and the CEO and the CMO and all the other C's knew how to do human resources, then they wouldn't have you, right? They want for you to be as chiefly in thinking about people and culture as they are about the focal areas where they are experts, all right? So you have to be prepared to do that. And the market, let's just say this, there aren't a lot of people who actually have the confidence and the competence to go forward and demonstrate that they have the skill set to be the 22nd century level chief human resources officer. All right. So I want to help you get there, right? The future is diverse, equitable, and inclusive. The future is people-centric. The future is nimble. And question to you is, are you there yet? So word on the street is the market is hard out there to find those highly qualified, highly skilled chief human resources officer, and I believe that that's going to change with time. Thanks for watching, and at any point in time, you can reach out to Workplace Change.